Hi all, this is your girl Natasha. Well, I'm doing black screen once again. I just came from the pool and I'm looking like VS almost. I could never look that horrible. But anyway, I'm calling because I heard that Billie Jean was called a black bee. And of course, I had to speak and say something. I don't know, I think it was Susie that's called. Surprising to me that Jean was called a black bee. Because Susie is going around with this women empowerment. That it quite shocked me that she would call another woman a black bee. I think the black bee is Cynthia R, if you ask me. Not Billie Jean. She didn't do anything to you, Susie. I don't know why you're calling her names. Calling her out of her name. What if she called you camel face? What would you say then, Susie? Billie Jean, you're so sweet, darling. I would have called Susie everything but the child of God. But you did the right thing. Pay her no mind. She has no power here. But anyway, like I said, this women's empowerment that Susie's throwing around in advertising. You called another woman a black bee, Susie, but then again, you have a fit if Sean Bradley calls somebody a bee. Wow, that's quite interesting. But I'm not surprised, VS, because you contradict yourself. Oh, God, I'm talking like Susie. You contradict yourself all the time, VS, so that's nothing new. But, of course, you might say I'm out windmilling for Billie Jean. I'm out here talking facts. Billie Jean doesn't go around terrorizing people on the internet and in real life, Susie. So what reason would you have to call her a black bee? Because they do a panel and they're talking about issues and all you do is rant and rave and scream to the top of your lungs and you're jealous? Or could it be that Billie Jean is younger? And much nice looking, may I add. And she has talent. And she has a job. She's not at home living off the government and calling herself filing charges and harassing people. Susie, when it gets so old, when are you going to give it up, darling? Now that wasn't very nice. What you call Billie Jean, and I doubt you are sorry for it. Or you would even think of apologizing. No, that would never cross your mind, my dear. But let me tell you this, VS. You should think about throwing that women's empowerment around so loosely as you do to another woman. You have no excuse. Billie Jean is a woman, so you have no excuse. It's not a gay male calling you a black bee or a transgender woman that you claim you don't acknowledge, which is fine with me. I don't acknowledge you. But anyway, like I said, I was just wondering what happened to that women's empowerment. I was quite disturbed when you called Billie Jean that name. Poor little sweet, not poor little, sweet little innocent Billie Jean. I think it's because she has talent and she works and whatever. You're just jealous, Susie. Oh, when are you going to give it up? I think you have better things to do. Miss Cynthia R. turned it out, darling. She absconded with the money, darling. Well, Miss Cynthia R., as I'll quote from The Wiz, or The Wizard of Oz, my favorite all-time movie of all movies. As Glinda the Beautiful Witch said to Dorothy, "My dear, you have a wicked witch mad at you, and the sooner you get home, the safer you'll be, my dear, my pretty." Cynthia R., please, when she was ranting and raving and showing your picture, yeah, you may be a little overweight, but you're an older woman, and you had nice hair. Cynthia R., why would you ruin your career? I don't understand it. Fooling with VS, all you've worked for years and years, and you let Susie, the likes of Susie, who has nothing absolutely to lose but her stipend. Tasha, be sweet. Cynthia R., I don't get it at your age. As Miss Olivia the Oracle said, and I agree with her 101%, I don't know how you older women could be so foolish as to follow VS. I mean, I can understand Chopper. Chopper's a little off. I don't think the elevator goes all the way up. But you, Cynthia, you being an older woman and losing everything, you know how Susie does. Every time she gets mad, she rants and raves and tell everybody to go here and there for interviews. Oh, you and Teecee are her latest victims. Oh, well, when you play with matches, you'll eventually get burnt with fire. So good luck to you all, to you both. You're Susie's latest targets. But anyway, once again, I just wanted to say, where's the women's empowerment, Susie? Calling Billie Jean out of her name. How dare you? And then again, you coming for Joyce, Beauty by Joyce. How dare you? You don't want to date with Joyce? I don't think so. I think I would stay out of that garden, Susie, and stay in your garden. You don't want to date with Joyce in her garden. I doubt it. Very seriously, Scary Susie. But anyway, let me go shower and get myself refreshed. Oh, my back feels so better, so much better. I just had to share my thoughts. And if you want to call it windmilling, yes, I'm windmilling for Billie Jean. Because I found it quite interesting, Susie calling her a black bee. Oh, Susie, look in that mirror. You're a black bee yourself. Anyway, it's time for Lady Tasha to go and shower and get herself together. I'm not like Susie. And that Wiley don't wash or do anything. And until, again, next time you will see me on screen and presentable. I'm still trying to get that quality laugh. But anyway, I will talk to you all. And I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.